Okay, so after a few minutes of struggling with this little beast of a plug, I got it out. And when you're looking at a soil pit, you're going to have to characterize the soil. And the way we do that is using a measuring tape. This is a non-standardized soil measuring tape. If you see photos, usually people have nice black rulers. Here I'm just for this purpose, I just got a regular measuring tape to get at the hardware store. You're going to be marking off the horizons of the soil, or the different layers of the soil. In this instance, it's a little hard to see because it's all monotone in one color, and you should not be using sunglasses for this purpose. But in upland soils and some other types of wetland soils, it's a lot more obvious. There will be literally layers of different colors within the soil. And you'll be taking measurements of the size of these different layers, and then you're going to be looking at the color of the soil. Color of the soil tells you what type of anaerobic processes have been going on in the soil. And you'll be using a Munsell Soils Color Book. This is a book of all the different type of soil colors that you'll encounter in the United States or North America in general. They start at the front of the book being in reds. In the middle of the book, they get to be more yellows and browns. And then near the end and the back of the book, you get really weird, wacky green, gray, blue, and different silver colors. These back areas here are called glade areas. They're much more frequent in Alaska and also really indicative of wetland soils. These middle colors, these yellowish and orangey ones, are indicative of wetland soils too, for the most part. So the way that this works is slightly subjective, but it's pretty consistent with people. They get within the area pretty well. So you'll just take out a color chip, a page, and you can lay it on top of your soils and see what colors match best to that color chip. I can't see it too well from here, but this looks pretty good. I would actually go through and check out a lot of the different pages of this, but let's just, for an example, say that this is good enough. So I would say, yep, this is the color chip I like. I call this is called 2.5 YR. YR stands for yellow-red. So I would say this soil layer is 2.5 YR. The value is on the y-axis, so it would be 2.5, and then the chroma is on the x-axis, and it'd be 2. So again, I would label this 2.5 YR 2.5/2. The next thing that you're going to do is you should do a soil texture. There are some really fantastic YouTube videos by UC Davis, the soils group there, and figuring out how and what the soil texture is. Basically what you're going to be doing is feeling for the grittiness in the soil. Is it really sandy? Is it loamy? Is it silty? Or is it clay? And then what varying degree that is. And you'll put that description on your wetland delineation. So let's take a look at this soil here within this wetland. This whole entire topsoil here, or this first section here, is the organic layer, and soil doesn't really start until maybe about here. So I'm using my finger to make a feel of this, and it's starting to feel a little bit loamy and a little bit more like what garden potting mix soil feels like. Up here you can see this is just pure plant fibrous root material, and this is starting right around here, starting to decay. So this whole entire section here is what I would label as organic, and this is like the top 7 inches of soil. Remember earlier I mentioned that really thick organic soil layers are indicator of wetlands for Alaska? This is it right here. So we don't start getting soil made until further down, 7 inches, and yeah, even down here, this is like 12, 13 inches down, and this is still really mostly organic, loamy soil. So to get the true, actual like mineral soil, I'd have to go down a lot deeper, and I bet that'd be a really clay or a grayish mixture. But as you can see, our hole is completely filled with water, and I'm not about to stick my arm all the way down there to pick out any of that soil for you. Sorry, you're not really worth it. Okay,